All right, this is success secret number 4, and we're diving into, in my opinion, one of the most powerful tools that you can ever access this year. And that is success secret number 4, and it's belief. And not just belief, not just believe it so you can achieve it, right? And you fake belief and your brain doesn't actually think you believe it. And so your brain starts to work against you. And then you hear all those stories, right? So you try to go take another step in the vision that you have and you put yourself out there. And what does your brain start to do? It starts to tell you all the reasons why you're not enough, that you don't have what it takes, that who do you think you are, that they're going to judge you, they're going to find out that you're not enough. That's stories, the stories that you tell yourself that, by the way, they're not your fault. You did not choose them. Did you know that? So really quickly, your brain believes what gets repeated. And here's a secret that I need you to know. From repetition from age 0 up to age about 21, the stories about money, success, failure, worth, enoughness, all of those things have been created for you, not by you, by your family of origin, environment of origin, school of origin, that it was repeated over and over again. Your brain sees any repetition like that as something to automate, to make it easy for you to think and be. So it's not your fault that you don't believe yet. However, today, secret number 4, brain-based belief, is how you change that story for good. Your brain does need to believe it in order for you to see it. We talked the last 3 success secrets all about abundance and vision and alignment and how to create that in the mind so that it's an accelerant to your success, an accelerant to your future. But you cannot expect anyone else to outbelieve you. And if you're sitting here listening to me and you know you have a story about what it takes to be successful, you know you have a story about making money is either hard or easy, right? You have a story about enoughness, or you wouldn't be telling yourself that there's more to do. You have to be more perfect. You have to be ready. You have to be expert enough and get more education and all those things. You would just be putting out the things that you were in alignment for from day 1, and you would be experiencing abundance from day 2, and you would be walking out your vision from day 3. And if you're hitting any roadblocks in those things, I'm here to tell you, number 1, it's not your fault. You didn't choose it. You did not. This thinking part of your mind, your prefrontal cortex, is the gateway that says, I don't believe that. And that has not fully developed until you're 21 or 24, somewhere in that range. So in order for you and I to truly believe it, believe in the success that we want, believe in the future that we want, believe in the impact that we want, believe that we have enough expertise, believe that we have something to offer, believe that people will listen to us, believe that you were actually put on this planet to make an impact and create a legacy that lives on and on and on, and people's lives will change because of the work you do. In order for there to be a true belief, it has to happen in the mind. Your brain has to believe it in order to achieve it. And there's a little hack that I want to give you today. And that is, start to think about your vision that you created yesterday. And if you haven't done that work, go back and just listen to success secret number 3. And listen to the resistance that starts to come up in your mind. Those will be the clues to the stories that are in automation. Now, we go deep into a process, a brain-based process, to not just neutralize, but erase and remove forever. But today, I want you to decide what your stories will be. We call this in our neuro coaching model DIA, or decide in advance. And this is part of the brain priming process. But I want you to sit down with a clean piece of paper today and write out any of the stories that have stopped you. Write out any of the stories that have stopped you. And then I want you to write the story that you are going to decide in advance to believe. Now, we have to practice the belief, and there's some repetition that's involved. There's other steps. But this is the first step into getting complete freedom from the stories that have been stopping you. Because what will happen without your knowledge or permission is you've got your foot on the gas. You're going, you've got the vision, you've got the things. But here's the thing. Your foot's on the brake because of these stories that you did not choose and you did not give permission to have residence in your mind. But as you sit down and write the stories out, you're actually pulling them out of the subconscious. And as you decide in advance, DIA, the stories that you will start to automate in your mind, you start to get a little bit more unleashed. You start to pull your foot off the brake and you start to create more freedom. Your brain does need to believe it in order for you to achieve it. And today's secret action step is all around creating the stories you want to believe so that we can get about the work of automating that belief. So you've had 4 days now. If you haven't gone back and listened to success secret number 1, 2, and 3, I'm going to ask you to do that. I'm going to encourage you, if this is resonating with you, go back and listen, go deeper. And then I'll be back with you tomorrow to talk about the success secret number 5, which will be completely opposite of what you think it should be. I'll give you a hint. It has to do with something you already possess that you haven't activated. All right, I'll see you for success secret number 5 tomorrow.